guys back to the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle. I'll be joined here eventually with Nick, and today it's going to be mostly Nick because there are only 4 NBA games. There is a Thursday night football game and a bunch of hockey, so definitely a lot of stuff to go over for today. I've already beaten a bunch of line movements in the NBA, so that's always nice to see right off the bat. But before we kind of jump into today's slate, we'll go back, look what happened yesterday, what went right, what went wrong. And NBA continues to be really, really good. But we'll go ahead and look back at the NHL for yesterday. Only 3 plays up yesterday. They went 1 and 2. The lone winner being the Islanders' money line. Losers on the 2 overs over in the Islanders game and over in the Ducks game. Both of them falling flat. It's all right. Not a big deal because NBA is lifting. NBA went 7 and 3 last night. We had the under in the Cleveland Cavaliers game. I got it at 218, went to 215, finished at 195. Didn't matter what number he got at. Same deal with the Milwaukee game. I had the under 233. It dropped down to 230, and it finished at 109. Way under. Toronto was pretty much a no sweat for me. They won by 10. Charlotte covered the spread of 8, but fell 3 points short in overtime. So I could not get that plus 261 money line. It happens. Not a big deal. I got the over in that Minnesota game. And if I would have bet Minnesota 2, that would have hit as well. But we hit the over. Nice there. Utah minus the 5.5 was also a nice little cash. Then the end of the night was kind of a little bit more rough. The Portland Trailblazers got blown out. I knew that was not a good pick once I saw the line movements against it after I bet it. So I kind of marked that one a loser already before the game started. And then the Nuggets game. Nuggets did their fair share of scoring. They scored 110. Could have went nicely towards that over. Lakers scored 99. So did not get the over. But the Nuggets minus 6 did cash. If you guys haven't been fading the Lakers, you guys should be fading the Lakers pretty much every single day. It's a full-time job. They're 0-4, and they're 0-4 against the spread. This team is pathetic, and they're not doing anything. So start fading the Lakers pretty much every single day. But we'll go ahead and say hi to the chat, and then we'll move on. And we got I'll start with some NBA. Today, and then once Nick gets here, we'll go over to hockey. Ice cashed that Islanders, Oilers, Lightning. All right, Ice. Which one were you on? Because you were saying Rangers puck line and game time decision. What's going on here? You're confusing. Cashed a 4-team pick yesterday. Knicks first half, nice. Bucks, nice. Detroit and Lightning money line. Right on. Then my best bet was a no sweat Bulls first half -4 until I wanted to add Sixers, so a break even day. Day well up $17. There you go. Can't hurt about it. Hey, good morning. Good morning, occupancy. Need to hit a few grand today. Don't we all? Don't we all? Yo, what it do, Tim? Good morning. Good morning, occupancy. Nice. 7-3. Nice. That's all. Yep. I'm having a good stretch. Year to date in NBA, I'm 31-21, up 12.38. So I'm definitely happy. Never in doubt. Magic, Cavs under, got screwed by the Blazers. It happens. Had a 10-teamer from a group I'm in. Our last leg was Lakers +5. Ouch. Don't bet the Lakers. Seriously, fade the Lakers right now. They're not a good team. They're really not. The group is Milk Talk Real Talk Sports Group. Enjoy. Cash that 2-team Pascal Siakam 20 points and Fred VanVleet 6 assists. There you go. I placed the Oilers. Isles Oilers Lightning the previous night. LL. Then I doubted myself in hedge. I know I'm stupid at all at times, but still hit. There you go. Can't complain. All right, we'll go ahead and jump into some NBA, and here will be a reason why you guys are going to try to start betting some plays early, because the Dallas Mavericks are now 2.5 point favorites in Brooklyn with a total of 225. The Dallas Mavericks are coming off their loss versus New Orleans. They're 1-2 this year, 2-1 against the spread, 2-1 to the over. They have wins. Their win was that lone win against Memphis, but they won by 41. Other two losses were both by 2 points each to Phoenix and New Orleans. On the opposite side, you get the Brooklyn Nets, who played 4 games. They lost to the Pelicans. They won against Toronto. They lost to Milwaukee and Memphis. Not to mention, Milwaukee was last night. And they played a hard, gritty game, and now they had to go from Milwaukee back home. I know it's not that long of a trip, but it's the second leg of a back-to-back. Here's why you bet your lines early. Dallas Mavericks is now -2.5 or -150 on the money line. When I bet it, I got -120 on the money line. This line has moved a lot. I still think Dallas covers the 2.5. I think I would take them up to 3.5, 4. I think Dallas is the far better team. Brooklyn's not going to be good this year. And especially on a second leg of a back-to-back, I think that Dallas has the rest advantage. I think they come out strong. So for me in this one, I went and grabbed the Mavericks. I know I got a money line, but the minus the points would be okay as well. We'll go Dallas money line in this game. Y'all know, yeah, we all know now. Should have been up 12K. It happens. Good morning, everyone. Had a nice 7-team ticket night last night. Nice. Lakers versus T-Wolves. When do they play tomorrow? Yup. You know where I'm going for that game. 100%. Have to agree on the Mavericks. 100%. 100%. We'll go ahead and move on to the two middle games, which I really don't have any bets on. I only had bets on 2 out of the 3 and 2 out of the 4 games at the moment. We'll see later on in the day, because the Clippers and the Oklahoma City Thunder, are going at it tonight. The Clippers are 7-point favorites. I see some 6.5s now, with a total of 217.5 in this game. Last time these two teams played, which was 2 days ago, I cashed a plus 395 on the Thunder. Clippers this year are 2-2. Their only wins were were in their first 2 games of the year against the Lakers and Sacramento. Other than that, they have lost to Phoenix and Oklahoma City last game. They're 2-2, 1-3 against the spread, and they've gone under every single game. Oklahoma City on the opposite side, they are 1-3. They finally got their first win last game versus the Clippers. Then you got losses against Minnesota, Denver, and Minnesota. So they've played Minnesota twice. It happens. Not a big deal. When it comes to this one, I feel like if I'm going to go after anything in this game, I know the line has moved up because this line opened at like 215. I want to take the under. These two teams are going to be heavier under teams this year, and when it comes to it, I would have to go towards an under. The Clippers are going to most likely be without Kawhi, and let's check on Paul George. I believe Paul George was questionable the last time I checked due to a non-COVID illness. Let's see. He is still questionable with an illness. So we'll see if he plays. No Josh Giddey. SGA will be playing. I might end up taking the under in this game. But we'll see. If this line keeps going up, I'll wait until last minute and then bet it. But lean towards the under in the Clippers Sunday game. Sorry. I woke up not too long ago. I'm getting through it. Man, give me the T-Wolves and Ant-Man over 20. I probably would as well. What's up, Tim? Good freaking luck today. Need this fourth leg to cash later. Mavs money line. Yes. Warriors minus 2.5. Sure. Aren't they? They're like 6.5 point faves. That's fine. Bruins in regulation and Leafs in regulation. Holding my nose on that one because Kapanen is in goal for San Jose. That's fair. Nets, Clippers, Heat. I'm not on the Nets. I'm on the Mavericks. The other two games I'm not going to be betting most likely. Warriors alternative. I don't know about that one. Good morning, Nick. Oh, you're muted.
Yep. Sorry, I muted myself. Yeah. Good morning.
Anything in the Mavericks game or the Clippers game?
The Mavericks game is the only NBA game I got to today. I took the Mavericks money line. I got it at minus 135. I had this game projected more like around -5 total, which should be more like minus 195, minus 200 money line. So I did see some value there at the money line there at minus 135. So I did take that. I see no value on the Clippers game here.
Fair enough. We'll go ahead and we'll move on to this one. The Miami Heat and the Golden State Warriors will be going at it. The Warriors are 6.5 point favorites with a total of 226 in this game. Miami coming off of their win last night versus Portland. They won by 21. It was mostly that second half they really spread out the game. Actually, they won every single quarter besides the first. But they look good. That was their first win since the third game of the season where they beat Toronto. So far this year, they lost to Chicago, lost to Boston, split games against Toronto, and then just won against Portland. Sorry. On the opposite side, we got Golden State, who's 2-2 this year. They came win against Lakers, lost against Denver, win against the Kings, loss against the Suns. So this game's going to be a win. I kind of lean towards Golden State. I don't trust them right now to cover the 6.5 because they've only covered one spread this year, and that was the opening night. That being said, Miami has only covered one spread this year, and that was last night. This one ended up being a complete stay away from me. Nick, did you have anything or you had nothing left on the slate?
I have no more NBA remaining in the slate. It was just the Mavericks for me, which NBA has been really good for me as well the last 4 days. I think I'm 10-2 in the NBA and 9-1 my last 10. So the damn Lakers over killed my 9-pick win streak. So yeah, the only play I have today is the Mavericks.
Fair enough. Bruins minus 1.5 and the over in the Leafs game. Leafs and Sharks.
Okay. I am on the Bruins.
Mavs minus 2. Yep. Sacramento. Yep. ULL money line. Yep. We're with you. Good morning, Twins. Good morning, Pete. Welcome to the show. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Untouchable. Yo. How we doing? We doing good. Crazy how that Bulls game landed on 233. Sheesh. Yeah, that's rough for you. Wasn't that a push? So, Capitals money line and reverse puck line.
I did not touch the side in that game.
Which one was that one again? Who are they against?
They're playing the Stars.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be where my play of the day is.
Yeah, I ended up taking the total in that game.
I ended up taking the Stars puck line. And I'm on the Stars. I was wanting Caps, but meh. I'm gonna be on the Stars. I'll bet my teams and stay off. There you go. Fair. All right, we'll head to the final game. Which, I got some good line movements on my games already today, Nick, because the Sacramento Kings and the Memphis Grizzlies are playing. This is down to a 3 with a 236.5 total. And I'll say I think the Kings get their first win of the year. I got them at plus 4.5 and money line at plus 150. You can now get it at 3 and plus 130. So I beat line movements on both of those. And when I look at it, Memphis, they're playing well this year. 3-1. Overtime win, game 1 against New York. A win against Houston by 7. They got crushed by Dallas by 41, and then they went and beat the Nets by 10. The big thing with Sacramento is they'll have Keaton Murray back, who missed a couple of games. So far this year, Sacramento has lost to Portland, did not cover. They lost but covered versus the Clippers, lost but covered versus the Warriors. At bare minimum, I think that the Sacramento Kings will cover this game. I think they have a shot to win this one outright, and the line movement is 100% pushing me towards that. I'm taking the Kings in this matchup, Nick.
Yeah, I had this game at a 2 and a 236.5. So I see 1 point of value with the Kings in this spot. Not enough for me to go ahead and bet this one, and no value on the total at all. So this one was a pretty easy stay off for me.
There you go. Was going to do an alternative under 230.5, but ended up getting under 234.5. Same game parlayed with -7. There you go. D Fox 20 and 4 assists. I can see it. Wow, I was wanting to take Stars puck line. Oh, now you got to go against me because you like to fade me every single play. Still got to roll with the Ravens to win tonight. Nope. I do like your Bruins puck line, but I lean under in Toronto. Have fun with that. Speaking of the Thursday night football game, Nick, we'll get to it.
We have. Yeah, this game was interesting because I did beat a line movement with a side that I bet, but definitely not the total. The Buccaneers are hosting the Ravens. The Buccaneers are now 2-point favorites in this game. They opened up 1.5-point dogs. Total 46. This line opened up at 43.5. I got 43.5 under in this game, and I got the Buccaneers on the money line at -115. So I beat the line movement with the Bucs, but not with the under in this one. It's a primetime game, so I'm going to continue to ride those unders, and I expect this Tampa Bay defense to show up today. And I believe there's injuries on the side of Baltimore, which is why this line's moved the way it has. I believe Mark Andrews is questionable for this game. I don't think he's practiced all week, so that's probably why this line's moved. It's one of Lamar Jackson's biggest targets. Let me see what his status is, because I heard that his status is up in the air for this game. He's questionable. Yeah, he played. Yeah, it just says questionable. Also, Gus Edwards is questionable, and Rashard Bateman's questionable in this game. So the Ravens are coming into this game a little bit banged up. So I think that this line move is correct, and I see a lot of people love the Ravens this week. I took the Bucs on the opposite side there. I just thought this line movement's interesting, and I took the full game under. I got it at 43.5. I would definitely rebet it at 46 though if I would.
Well, we haven't put the stuff up on the site yet. I just put up Tampa Bay money line at -124 and the under at 46.5. So gonna be riding with those for tonight's game. I think we're gonna end up making Tampa Bay a circa.
Potentially, yes. We still have to look into it. So
we'll figure that out whether or not we want to do that. But there's a decent chance that Tampa Bay could be a circa play for us today. But this is not this is a Tampa Bay and an under spot for us. So
yeah.
That's what we're gonna roll with today. Still got to roll. Nope. I'm all in on some Raging Cajuns. First quarter, first half, full
Yes.
game. 27 straight days of college football leading to college basketball. Hell yeah.
Football in general,
It's
because
a
obviously.
football. It's a football. A football leading to college basketball.
Yep,
Sorry,
because
I didn't
next
mean.
Tuesday starts some Tuesday action and
Heck yeah.
Wednesday action.
Definitely Montreal. No.
Yes.
Bloody hell. I'm on Sabres. Yes, there you go. Ice X knows where it's at. I'm going to play the Blackhawks money line. They keep rolling at home.
Yeah, why not?
Lamar going to spread it out more without Andrews. It's fine. Bucks secondary all banged up. You don't have to convince us anymore. I should take under in Lamar rushing. I feel like they're going to do a QB spy or something to that degree.
Yeah,
Could
you
very
still have to
well.
control the running back, though.
Fudge. I'm on the Oilers. Yikes. I'm taking the over in Edmonton, Chicago with a slight look toward Chicago first period.
Yeah, I like that look.
Joe, what alternative spread are you taking with the Ravens? One that he probably shouldn't. All right, Nick, we'll go over to your domain to some hooky. We'll start off with the Florida Panthers and the Philadelphia Flyers. Panthers, $2 favorites. 6.5 is your total in this game. I'll let you go over it. I'm going to go get some water.
Yeah, looking at this spot here for me, when we look at these two teams, one thing I've noticed is Philadelphia has actually looked pretty good so far this season, and I'm expecting them to continue there on those ways. I don't know if they win this game outright, though, but I will take – actually, I do have the Flyers money line. Yep, that was the Blackhawks game. I only took the team total over. No, I do have the Flyers in this game. This is a little bit of a revenge spot when these two teams played last week. And the Panthers came out with the win. I'm on the team total over 2.5 with the Flyers, as well as the money line at plus 178. The Flyers have been a team I've been riding a little bit to start the season, and really all I'm asking for them to do is give me 3 goals, and then we can move on with our lives. I'm going with the Flyers here. They've been pretty good, and then defensively for Florida, they've been giving up a lot of chances. They've been giving up goals. They've given up at least 3 goals in all but 2 games so far this year. And in those 2 games, they didn't give up 3 goals. They gave up way more than 2.5 expected goals. So this is a spot for me where I'm going to take the Flyers team total over 2.5 and the full game money line at plus 178.
Sounds good. Wookie. Flyers money line.
Yes.
Marchand is back tonight.
Yep.
All right. Oh, does Bobrovsky still call these revenge spots? He will play tonight, not tomorrow. But oh my god, I'm so happy. The rat.
The rat's back.
We have a rat named after Brad Marchand. There you go. But we'll go ahead and keep on moving on. You get the Montreal Canadiens, who are going to get absolutely crushed by the future Stanley Cup champion Buffalo Sabres. The Sabres are 165 favorites. 6.5 is your total. I don't want to hear any negativity, Nick.
No, I'm not going to be that negative here. I am going to take the Montreal Canadiens on the money line at plus 153, though. And here's my reasoning behind this: is the Buffalo Sabres are coming home after a long successful West Coast trip, where they went through the Pacific Northwest. I mean, they took care of business in Canada with Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver.
Doesn't every team do that?
No.
Oh.
And usually your first game back in the Eastern time zone after a long West Coast trip is usually a tough one. And that's kind of what I'm fading here is their first game back in the Eastern time zone. So I went with the Canadiens at plus 153 in this game.
Bad Nick. Sabres, money line. I know it's 165. I'm doing the money line every single game just because that's my experiment. So, Sabres win today.
Okay.
I think either money line or minus 6.5. Either way, going to be a double-digit win or a 2-point win. I mean, if you think Tampa can score that much, there you go. So money line. Marchand scored the goal tonight. Maybe.
If he's on the top line, then why not?
I'd lean Buffalo with Comrie. Without him, I don't know. You're so giddy. There you go. All right, Nick. I think we should go ahead and just skip over this game. We don't need to worry about it, and we move on to the next. Okay, Detroit Red Wings, Boston Bruins. The Bruins are 220 favorites. Total is 6. Are we going alternative puck line with the Detroit Red Wings?
No, I'm puck lining the Bruins in this game at plus 115. The Detroit Red Wings are a team that I'm going to look to back at home as a dog, but fade on the road. This is not a team I'm particularly too impressed with so far this year. I mean, Detroit's going to be decent. But Boston, they've actually looked really strong this year. They are 6-1 on the expected goal battles. They put up at least 4 goals in all but 2 games. And this is a team that I'm expecting to be able to put up goals against the Detroit team, which I'm still having question marks on defensively. With this Detroit team coming in off of a 5-2 loss against New Jersey. They gave up 4 to Chicago, 5 to LA. So this team is definitely susceptible to giving up goals. And I'm going to look for the Bruins to give me a 2-goal win here at plus 115.
There you go. I'll normally back the Sabres, but I don't like the spot. Yeah, people were saying that about last game too when they lost. But whatever, it's fine. Under 6.5 if Husso/Swayman. Fair. Speaking of, how about overs? Minnesota Wild and the Ottawa Senators. Minnesota slight 115 favorite with the total of 6.5. Where you going with that?
Yeah, when we look at it here, this is a Ottawa team that is on a 4-game home winning streak, which is the longest I think since 2005. I heard. So they're on a nice little win streak here. Granted, Boston, they played Boston, which was playing really well heading into that game. Washington, who's looked a little bit better. Dallas, and then in Arizona. They won all 4 of those games. They've put up at least 4 goals in all of those games. This team just is a different team at home, and they're taking on a Minnesota Wild team where they finally played their first under last game. And I mean, that's a step in the right direction for Minnesota. Let's see them do it against an offense that's not been abysmal this year, because Montreal, other than against Toronto, had done absolutely nothing offensively so far this season. And I'm going to look at the over in this game. And I think that we're going to continue to see a trend where the Ottawa Senators put up at least 4 goals at home. And I'm going to take the team total over 3.5 at even money. I'm going to dare Marc-Andre Fleury to have 2 good games in a row, because I don't remember the last time we saw him string together 2 good starts. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Ottawa Senators team total over 3.5. That's at even money, and the full game over 6.5 at minus 125.
Sounds good to me. Do you guys both like Dallas puck line tonight? That's going to be my NHL play of the day.
I like the total in that game better.
There you go. Over 6.5.
Yes.
There you go. I was very tempted. I took Stars money line, but I'll definitely be taking the Dallas puck line. There you go. We getting Gustafson the revenge spot, Wild money line in the over 6?
No, it's not Gustafson. It's Fleury.
Thanks, bro. Much love. Appreciate it. We'll keep on going on. We get the St. Louis Blues taking on Smashville, the Predators. Minus 170 is for the Preds. 6 is the total. Why is it this wide of a spread?
I think he froze, or I froze, or
he might have froze for a minute.
Yep.
Why is it this wide of a spread?
It's probably gonna be Thomas Greiss in net for the St. Louis Blues. They are traveling.
Lenny's favorite goalie.
Yep, they're traveling after a game yesterday where they played the Oilers. They lost 2-1 or 3-1. This is a lean towards the Blues in this game. Not something I bet, because there's no way I'm laying any type of price with the Predators here. Seeing that they can't beat any teams not named the San Jose Sharks. So this is definitely, at this line, have to be Blues or nothing, but I don't know if I can trust Thomas Greiss even at this big of a price.
You wouldn't take a shot?
I didn't, and I probably won't.
This was close to being a play of the day. Was going and grabbing the Blues in regulation at plus 220. This is still a good team. And
Yeah.
even though with Bryson that you're going against Nashville that hasn't won a game in the United States or in North America this year. They won 2 games both in Prague and they've lost every game since. I don't know. This seems like a St. Louis Blues spot for me. But
Yeah,
not,
that could be a
not
decent
betting it.
look. Maybe if you're
Bucks
worried
tonight.
about if
Oh,
you're
sorry.
worried about Thomas Grice, one way to counter that maybe just taking the Blues team total over 2.5.
There you go. Bucks night. Yep, Brady has not lost 3 games in a row since 2002. I'm on the Bucks tonight.
Wow.
170. Geez, that line jumped from last night.
Yep.
There's no way the Predators lose at home to the Blues on a back-to-back. Blues money line, reverse puck line in the over.
I lean that way.
Grice had 39 saves last game and 3 goals allowed. That's not bad. Kings. Which Kings?
Oh, they play Winnipeg tonight. I don't.
No,
I
they
didn't bet
play
that
Memphis tonight. Which Kings are you talking about, Panger?
game. Seeing that we're talking about hockey, I'm assuming
They both play today, Nick.
Assuming we're talking about hockey right now.
Okay, fair. That's not bad defense. Blues interest in tonight. Yeah, I was in between Blues in regulation or Dallas puck line, and I went Dallas puck line.
Yeah.
Yes, Blues team total over. There you go. Our offense is going to explode tonight. 2 goals in 2 games. Watch out, Smashville. NC State going to make it 20 in a row at home with their backup. The spread looked big in this game. No, NC State's not covering. No, Virginia Tech covers, and they could win this game outright.
I think this game goes over.
I don't. I really don't. Luckily, the only play that we have up for today is ULL, so that works. We'll keep on rolling. We got 5 hockey games left. Edmonton Oilers, Chicago Blackhawks. Edmonton is a $2 favorite. 6.5 is the total. Go ahead.
Yeah, we get Edmonton on a second half of a back-to-back in this one. The Blackhawks are playing pretty well right now. It is going to be Jack Campbell in net for the Edmonton Oilers, so they saved their number 1 for the Blackhawks, and they put out Skinner last night for against the Blues, and he played pretty well, Skinner. But looking at this spot for me, I'm going to continue to ride a team that similar to the Philadelphia Flyers that just hasn't been told they have to suck yet. This Chicago team on a 4-game win streak. They've put up at least 4 goals in all 4 of those games. Granted, it was against San Jose, Detroit, Seattle. Then the last game, though, was impressive, though. A nice little 4-2 win against the Panthers where they look pretty good. And I think we could see goals in this game. I just took the Blackhawks team total over 2.5 in this spot.
That's fair. If you keep hitting them, then yeah, keep riding them. Boston puck line. Yep. We get a Supness, and then right after that, we get Mike Glennon.
Mike Glennon.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. 4 games left, and we get my play of the day. Because the Dallas Stars are 115 favorites in Dallas. Well, hosting the Washington Capitals. Total is 6 in this game. And this Dallas team has looked good this year. Quite impressive. I mean, they're coming off of back-to-back losses to Boston and Ottawa. But this is a good team. And I know Washington is playing better as of late because they've won their last 2 games. And 4 out of their last 5. But when I looked at it, I'm going to go ahead and grab Dallas on the puck line at plus 195. I think this is going to be a close game for a while. Dallas will have a 1-goal lead with about 5 minutes to go. They'll end up getting an empty netter sometime in the last 2 minutes, and they'll win this game 3-1, or 4-1, something in that range. They'll end up winning this game. They've played some really good defense. Dallas has that's kind of what they go off of. And I'm going to go Dallas Stars puck line as my play of the day.
Yeah, this one for me, it's going to be a little bit scary of a play because we've seen the Dallas Stars be an under team this year. And they have been for a while. Jake Ottinger's not someone I particularly want to bet overs against. But this was one game that both these teams grade out really well towards the over. The Capitals have been playing over hockey the last few games. And the total is only a 6. We're not seeing a 6.5 like we're seeing as like the norm right now in the NHL is seeing these 6.5 totals, which are pretty high. So I end up taking at -105 the over 6 in this game. Just the expected goals numbers and all the advanced analytics are pointing towards we should see more goals in Dallas Star games, and we're just not seeing it yet. So I'm looking for some positive regression here. Also, this Capitals team is playing over hockey, so I think maybe they can bring up the pace against the Stars team and maybe can push this game over the total. I think that we could definitely see a 3-3 type of game late. So I'm going to go over 6 in this matchup here. I think we see some goals in this one.
There you go. There you go. Any NHL props tonight? Yeah, we're going to go Rasmus Dahlin to score.
Yeah. Probably.
He's hit a goal in, 5 out of the 6 games?
Yeah, I didn't get around to any today.
There you go. Is that the real Mike Lennon? Duh.
Of course it is.
I missed the real Jordan Binnington stopping by. I know. Friend of the program, yeah. Jordan Binnington.
Friend of the program, Jay Binney. Yeah.
Yeah, can't you tell? Look at his profile picture. He sucks as a quarterback. That's rough. All right. All right, Nick, you got 3 games left. The Vancouver Canucks, they've got to be the best team in hockey. Taking on the Seattle Kraken. Kraken are -130. 6.5 is your total.
Yeah, not too much went into this cap for me here. This is one of those teams where Vancouver has turned into a prove me wrong team. They've lost every single expected goal battle this year. They've led in every game. Actually, they've led in all but the last 2 games they played. They led the 5 games they played. They've lost every single one. So until they prove to me they can win a hockey game and play 60 full minutes of a hockey game and win it, I'm not touching this team. I'm going to fade them every game. So I'm going to go ahead. I got this at -125 yesterday. I'm looking to
release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken here. I'm going to take the Kraken money line at -125. Prove me wrong, Vancouver.
There you go. Canucks money line.
Shocker.
You have fun with that. We get the Jets. Oh, wrong one. Winnipeg Jets and the LA Kings going at it. The Kings are -140 favorites with a total of 6 in this game. Where are you looking?
This was probably the easiest pass on the slate for me here. I mean, I don't have much of a read on Winnipeg this year. Their numbers are kind of split when it comes to total. Numbers are kind of split when it comes to side. This is not a team that I have a real good read on. In LA, they're coming in off of a nice win against Tampa, but I don't know if I want to lay this type of price with them. -140 against a Winnipeg team. I think there is maybe a little bit of value here with the Jets in this game on the money line, but not enough for me to pull the trigger in this one. So this one is probably one of the easier passes on the slate for me.
There you go. Seattle puck line and win in regulation. Release the Kraken.
Yes.
Kings puck line. Kings puck line is a lock. All right, give me the Jets. Final game of the night. We get the Lowell Leaves, who are 220 favorites, against the SJ Sharks. The total is 6.5. Sorry, Nick, I had to. What are you looking at?
Yeah, I believe. Do we have a goalie confirmed in this game? I thought I saw Kallgren was projected to go for this game. But it could be Samsonov for the Leafs here. But plain and simple for me, this is I think this may be one of my systems I'm going to use this year. Whenever the Leafs are laying more than $2, just fade them. Like this is just a spot where I took the Sharks plus 195, actually plus 196. This is the Leafs are one of those teams that they play down to their competition, so I'm not interested in laying a price with them here. And Kokkinen's not that bad of a goalie. So especially if we're going to see Kallgren in this game, because goalie post is being stupid. Let's see what the daily faceoff is saying. It is Kallgren. Kallgren confirmed on daily faceoff, but of course goalie post isn't saying anything. So yeah, for me, this is another one here. Minus 200 for a backup goaltender on the road. Last time we saw Eric Kallgren play, he was laying $5 at home, and he lost to the Coyotes. So I want to take a shot with the Sharks here. Give me the Sharks here, plus 196 on the money line.
All right. Taking some SJ Sharks. Do. I like it.
Yep.
It's gonna be Kings team total over and regulation win. Kings money line for my 3-game parlay. I effing hate you, Mo. That's nice.
He called the puck line a lock.
You call it a lock. That's true. Kings money line under in Thursday Night Football and Canfield over half a point.
Yeah, he meant Caulfield.
Gotcha. Don't the Leafs have a bad record as a over 200 favorite? Yep.
Yeah.
Seeing Kallgren. Parlay, I got you. Crud now. Mike Glennon is on the Kings too. Well, Sharks in regulation. I like it. What is the regulation line? Hold on. 280. I like it. Ride it. But that is all the games for today. Before we head on out for today, we'll have to pay some bills. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, picks and parlays, premium plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It is all linked down below. I normally don't push it all that often. We mentioned the website. We're on a very nice run the last 2 days for NBA, 12-3. So really good run there. 31-21, up 12.38 the last year to date for the NBA. And the only reason why I preface this is line movement. Line movement's going to be a big deal in the NBA, and I've been beating it all the time. Because, yes, we'll talk about some of the games, or most of the games. But last night I got Dallas at minus 120. They're minus 150 now. Last night I got Sacramento at plus 4.5. They're a 3. I got their money line at 150. It's a 130. So it's a matter of just beating a lot of line movements. And when you jump on it, $29 for a week pass. Use the code, what is it, NFL at checkout, 20% off, $39 for a week pass. You'll beat all the line movements with us, and we've been red hot in the NBA. So we're going to put that one out there. DraftKings promo, $5 bet on any NFL team, like the Buccaneers tonight, and receive $200 in free bets. Use the link in the description below, or download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the promo code EarlePNT when you guys sign up. Also, make sure you guys check out SeatGeek for all your concert tickets. 20 of a ticket needs, $20 off your first purchase over at SeatGeek when you use the code ESP at checkout.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I have the numbers here for that. Don't the Leafs have a bad record? Okay. Over the last 30 times, they were at least minus 200 favorites. All right. If you would lay, like, let's just say the line is minus 200, you would put 2 units to win 1. If they're minus 400, you're doing 4 units to win 1, things like that. In the last 30 games, they're 18-12. You're down 20.75 units.
Yikes.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Incoming Zach attack, Gritty. You already know. All right, recap. I'm on Dallas. I'm on Sacramento plus the points in the money line. Tampa Bay -2 along with the under, along with ULL money line. And the NHL play of the day is the Dallas Stars on the puck line. plus 195. Nick?
Yeah. Looking at this game, or looking at the slate for me, my only play in the NBA is the Mavericks money line, and then in college football, I'm on NC State, Virginia Tech over, and Louisiana Lafayette money line. For the Buccaneers and the Ravens, I'm on the Bucks minus 115 and the under. And then in the NHL, Bruins minus 1.5, Minnesota Ottawa over 6.5, as well as Ottawa team total over, Philly team total over 2.5, and the money line at plus 178. Montreal money line. I'm also on the Blackhawks team total over 2.5, over 6 with Dallas and Washington, the Kraken money line, and finishing it off with the Sharks.
There you go. Trent's on Tampa Bay minus 1.5. Trent hasn't always been wrong, just like he was with the Patriots spread Monday. It happens. I'm not worried about it today. We were on it before him, so it's not a big deal. All right, Nick, finish it on out for today.
Yeah, that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. Turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here at ESB, which is every single morning, anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about do it for this one. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Good luck.
See you guys.